Question 35 is about the status of taxation and extraterritorial justification. Now, remember na mayroon tayong tinatawag na benefit protection rule or theory. Okay, ito yung nangyari. A non-resident foreign corporation with no physical office or presence in the Philippines earns dividend income from the Philippines domestic corporation. The BIR assesses a final withholding tax on this income, arguing that the tax is valid despite the recipient's foreign location. Kumbaga, yung tumatanggap dito ng income is yung foreign corporation na wala lang opisina or walang ginagawang business dito sa Pilipinas. Ang nangyari lang ay nakatanggap siya ng kanyang dividend kasi nag-invest siya sa isang Philippine Domestic Corporation. Ang ginawa ng BIR ay nag-impose ng final withholding tax doon sa kanyang income na natanggap. Ngayon, which of the following inherent tax principles and rules of status of taxation fundamentally justifies the state's authority? So, ano yung basis kung bakit valid yung ginawa ng BIR to impose this tax, extending its reach beyond the physical borders? Okay, unahin natin yung A. Una, yung principle of plenary. The inherent nature of the taxation allows the legislature to tax any subject it chooses. Yung plenary is about the means employed. Unlimited to that means employed to collect tax. Yun yung i-demonstrate. Ito yung isa sa character ng taxation kung bakit pinatawag siya na plenary. Kasi lahat ay mayroong lahat ng ways na in-employ ng BIR or ng tax authority to collect the tax. Kaya sa plenary. Making the location of taxpayer irrelevant once the law is enacted. But this is not relevant to the case kasi ang hinahanap natin, ano yung principle? Well, this is not the principle, yung plenary power. Letter B, ang benefits protection theory, symbiotic, benefits protection. The principle establishes the necessary jurisdictional link by asserting that the income-producing source within the state, the domestic corporation existence, the stability of the economy, and the protection of the contract law is what the state provides in exchange to the imposition of tax. So, ito yung in-explain ng benefits protection theory. Ang ibig sabihin dito, as long as nakapagbigay ng protection yung government, regardless kung saan located yung subject, pero yung object naman, which is the source of the income, is nandito naman sa Pilipinas, then yung income niya with respect to that, yun yung magiging subject ng tax. Yun yung status. Why? It is because yung declaration ng dividend income ay under yan sa Philippine laws, which is under the protection of the Philippine government. Kasi kung walang protection na binibigay yung government, there could be like mga dayaan, yung mga ganon. It could be chaotic. So, nakapag-benefit ng ganon yung foreign corporation sa ganong paraan. So, that's why yung government natin or yung taxing authority has the right to impose a withholding tax against that dividend income na tinatanggap ng foreign corporation. So again, kahit na yung foreign corporation na yan ay walang business dito sa Pilipinas or hindi siya active, walang business activities, at wala din siyang opisina dito sa Pilipinas. So this is the exact explanation for that or the reason why is it na ganon din yung na covered pa rin siya doon. Letter C is the doctrine of impost. Now, this rule dictates that any income crossing the jurisdictional boundary, even if within the single. So, this is not about the import and export. There is no cross-border issue in here. So, walang ganon. Kasi walang trading na nangyari. Simply, the foreign corporation is receiving dividend income from the Philippine Domestic Corporation. So, this is not the correct choice. The lifeblood theory. This core theory is sufficient on its own to justify the imposition of tax. and on any transaction regardless of the situs. Well, again, I would like to emphasize that even though there is a lifeblood theory, however, we have also an inherent limitation as to the territory, that we cannot impose tax beyond the territory of the Philippines. Therefore, the lifeblood theory cannot override that particular limitation. So, itong letter D ay hindi po pwede nating rason to justify ng ginawa ng BIR doon sa dividend income. Ang pinaka-basis dyan kung bakit nagkaroon ng withholding tax doon sa dividend income, regardless na yung foreign corporation ay walang business dito sa Pilipinas, ay dahil sa yung situs of taxation, benefits protection theory. Yun yung basis talaga dito. Hindi yung lifeblood theory. So, sa makatuwid, ang ating answer is letter B. Now, I would like to give further the background about the explanation, just to have as a review about what we have learned dun sa notes natin. Una, ang fundamental principle na nag-justify ng taxation of the non-resident income derived from within the taxing state is yung basis ng benefits protection theory, dahil sa mayroong benefits at saka protection na pinoprovide or ibinibigay ng ating gobyerno. The state's authority to tax stops at its jurisdictional boundary. Well, that is true, na hanggang lang doon. Pero ang jurisdiction na yan ay hindi lang yan limited doon sa physical na lokasyon ng taxpayer. Kasi nga sa ating case ngayon, yung foreign corporation ay nandun sa labas ng bansa. Pero yung kanyang dividend income ay again still subject doon sa ating withholding tax. So, hindi lang siya sa jurisdictional boundaries, but jurisdiction is not limited to the physical. Nag-i-extend din ito doon sa situs of the object being taxed. Dahil ang pinaka-basis dyan, ang dividend income ay nanggaling sa Pilipinas, at ang Pilipinas ay mayroong mga batas protecting doon sa right kung sino yung tumatanggap ng dividend income. So, dahil doon sa protection na yung ibinibigay ng gobyerno, nagkaroon din siya ng karapatan para magpataw ng buwis. Since the dividend income is the source of the Philippine Domestic Corporation, kaya protected siya. Ganon. Now, this economic and legal nexus, itong tie between yung economic, mayroong pera involved at saka yung legal involved law, ito yung basis natin na ang state na mag-claim siya ng jurisdiction at saka mag-impose ng tax. Even if yung dividend income eventually leaves the physical territory. Now, again, the basis of this one, because the source is from the Philippines and that is under the protection of the law governed by our Philippine government. So that gives the right of the taxing authority to impose withholding tax with respect to the dividend income.